March the 11th, 2017. We're looking at images of the Oroville Dam live webcam this evening as the sun is getting ready to set in California. And the California Department of Water Resources is advising the public of increased outflows to the Feather River near the Oroville Dam. This was announced today. Now, the rivers below the dam are full. The dams above Oroville are full. And the snow is starting to melt, and you've got a pretty good weather system coming in on you guys from the Pineapple Express. But the water flow is expected to rise from 11,000 to 13,000 cubic feet per second beginning Saturday afternoon. That's tonight, this afternoon, with additional releases expected for the following week. The increase has prompted the water officials to advise members of the public to steer clear of the waterway. This is Oroville Dam. The departments have been releasing water to the damaged Feather River through the Thermalito Diversion Dam and the Thermalito After Bay River outlet to meet environmental requirements. But at Oroville, guys, the damage is severe, not only at the bottom of the spillway, but along the overflow area, plus when they had the rapid flood and the rapid increase in saturation along the banks. When they cut that flow off, and check this image out, it damaged and collapsed banks all along this river, all along the outlets through there. So there's a lot of infrastructure damage. But you can tell here, and we saw this in the video yesterday with a helicopter coming in with these large bags of granite rocks or whatever this is. They're almost building a coffer dam upriver to divert the water all the way to the right in this image so that they can do the repair on the bottom. But again, they're dealing with 897,000 cubic yards of sediment and debris that are clogged in the Feather River underneath the Oroville Dam's fractured spillway. Let's take a quick look at the overall map of the valley. Shasta at the top, California's largest reservoir. Oroville to the right, North America's highest. Shasta's at 99% of its historical average as far as water. Oroville, 116. Trinity to the left, 106. Milan's to the left, 112. Folsom is down 69, but Don Pedro is still at 131% of its historical average as far as the depth of the water. And that continues all the way down the map, except for just a couple of areas. This is not all the dams. This are some of the major ones. Look at McClure, 151%. All the way down the line, guys. So there's no room for error here. And let's look at the weather coming in. This is COD, satellite infrared imaging. What you're looking at, of course, is the West Coast. You've got a warm system called the Pineapple Express coming in the bottom. Then that's mixing with the cooler air, which has a lot of moisture in itself. And they're going to converge, guys, right in the San Francisco area, right where we're talking about. And when you have warm and cool air, not only are you going to have a lot of rain, but you're going to have a lot of wind. You could have a lot of storms. And that just adds increased pressure on the infrastructure in the area. But check that out. It's just now starting to pick up. Then the snow's going to melt from this warm rain. Now, a couple of things on the website, U.S. radiation map. There's information coming in this evening that the people in Fukushima are highly concerned that 600 tons of nuclear fuel rods have melted through the containment vessels. That's a lot of energy that's being released into our atmosphere now. So that has been cleared. Come back in, put your new data, because we got over 300 people that are putting meter information on the map. Remember when we first said this, maybe we'll be lucky and get 10 across the U.S. and then get that many in each nation. Guys, 300, it's incredible. But now we need to keep it accurate. We have saved the archives of the first map. All the data's down. It can be put on spreadsheets. Everything we can compare month to month. But because of this new concern in Fukushima, and we're looking at the leak in Europe, let's keep it current. And also the petition we started last night about freeing the Bundys. We've got 1,628 supporters, 372 it says needed to reach 2,500. We need 250,000. We don't have to have that, but we need that type of attention, guys. That's the amount of votes that I think through our polls that we pushed towards the Trump election in the last 2 years. We worked hard, remember? All the things that occurred and all the flack that we caught over trying to push Trump during an Obama and Hillary administration. Those things are changing. It's getting better. And this, I want to deliver this petition myself to Jeff Sessions if he will meet with us. If not, we may have to go into his office, meet with some of his people, depending on the situation. They've got their plate full. Democrats are fighting them on everything they do. But I want to get it there. I want to present it to them because it's not just the Bundys. Notice it's all involved in the process to stop the takeover of our land by the Bureau of Land Management. It includes the Hammonds. And we're going to change this wording, so don't back out of it because we include that. But anybody from ranchers from the West Coast all the way through Texas that have been taken advantage of by a government land grab that was never legal to start with. So come in and help us get this to 250,000. Let's go in strength. And you can share this, Facebook, Twitter. It allows you to do it as you come in and put your comments. Do it, guys. These people, if you think about this, before we started to see the Trump movement and people start waking up, we saw these guys a year before that almost, several months. And what they did was start to change our thought process. We saw a hope. Then we saw Lavoy Finnegan murdered. But we never gave up hope. So, and right after that, we saw this new government start to take form that promised some of the freedoms from the Bureau of Land Management. And I saw in one of the Trump executive orders where they were going to defang some of these bureaus, in other words, take their policing powers away. And I think they're going to tear them apart. But again, we got to think about these guys that kind of started the freedom movement before the Trump process. It started a lot of people thinking when we saw what happened there. Come in and sign this, guys. You guys with the meters, put your new information in. This is a heads up. I appreciate it so much. Be safe.